Yeah, fantastic trio. I don't think anybody can argue that's been around our program and has watched them develop into not only great volleyball players, but great leaders, great people. They'll be remembered for a long, long time for what they accomplished while they were here. And I'll just start with Tiffany. She was one of only 5 Big Ten players who was a unanimous pick from, that means every coach, with the exception of me. I can't vote for my own players, but all 11 coaches put her on the All-Big Ten team. Yet that didn't, for some reason, correlate in All-America honors that I thought it should have. I think there were 8 or 9 Big Ten players that made first, second, or third team All-America, and Tiffany was not one of those. And I was really disappointed that a player that would lead the Big Ten in hitting percentage and have the kind of career she had, and just a terrific season, and finished playing a great match against Florida State. I know how difficult it is to make those teams, and when I look at the list, you can't look at the list of first, second, third teams and say, well, she shouldn't be on there. But I can look at it and tell you that Tiffany Fisher should have been on that list. So that was a disappointment for somebody who has, turned herself into a great player. Blair Bashan, became our libero this season, but more importantly, just became a great floor general for us as well. I probably haven't had a player at Purdue that has developed the way that she has. She was a 5-year project. She came in as redshirt her freshman year, and we really didn't know if Blair would ever contribute to our program on game night. We knew that she'd be a great practice player, but it was her second year, and she found herself on the floor. So for 4 years, she was a contributor on the floor for us, and what a great season she had this year, and really, I think, changed her demeanor. I think as she gained confidence, she became a better leader, a better communicator, great competitor, and really helped us get to where we could play with anybody in the country on any given night, and really proud of her. Emily Ehlers is a player that has just been an absolute treat to coach. Comes in every night and just works her tail off. Early on in her career, she had a tendency to overthink a little bit, worry quite a bit about things. That's always been kind of her tendency because she's so conscientious and she wants to do so well. As she matured, I think she probably still had some of those tendencies, but it didn't show. She looked like she was extremely confident, one of the premier athletes in the Big Ten. Just great quickness, dynamic, good server, a great defensive player. At 5'9", we even played her in the front row, even her senior year. When we needed to get her into pass, she also had to go in and play in the front row. Just a great personality. And as we know, she comes from a great bloodline. And but I thought that threesome of Tiffany, Blair, and Emily surpassed anybody's expectations of where they would be. And we will never forget what they did. I mean, they led Purdue to the best volleyball season in 25 years. And only one of them came in as a full scholarship athlete. Now, a couple of them developed, the other 2 developed into getting their fair share. But to me, that's a story in itself. You can talk about what all transpired this season, but it starts with those 3 and what they did and where they took this team. It was a group that brought great toughness and great purpose into the gym, both in practice and on match night. And again, were expectations very high for them when they got here? Well, we had high expectations. We thought we could we could help Tiffany Fisher become a great player. We knew she was a terrific athlete, and the same with Ehlers. And we didn't know as much about Blair because she was hiding down in Houston, Texas, and we knew she was a middle blocker, but a good athlete. And but their focus and determination is what carried through this team. That was the common thread that ran through our team, and I think that's what they'll be remembered for, is how they set that tone. And coming into practice, it was not going to be a loose operation in there. That we're going to come in and work, and you better bring it every day. And that's what they'll probably be remembered for from practice, is just how tough they were. They had fun. We have a lot of fun in our gym. That's where we want it to be. But we work, and those guys are workers, and that's why they'll be successful, because they like